Hey guys, it's me, Crazy Honda Chris, your sales consultant here at Randy Kuehl Honda in Cedar Rapids, Iowa. And here behind me, I have a brand new 2024 Honda Accord LX. Let's get going. All right, so here we are, guys. As usual, we're going to walk up here to the window sticker. Then you guys are welcome to pause the video right about there if you want to explore on your own. Now, you guys can clearly see it's a 2024 Honda Accord LX. This is your entry level here for the Accord. Right over here on the top right-hand corner, it talks about your fuel economy. You got 29 for the city, 37 for the highway, with a combined of 32 miles to a gallon, right down there. Down in the right-hand corner, it talks about your safety readings usually, but you can find more information online. We'll come right over here. You can see it's a U.S.-made product, the price point, and then the list of the standard features and functions, which we're going to try to cover today for you guys. Now you guys can see this is going to be a surplus charge for a platinum white pearl. I'll also throw some additional color options up there. Then also there's going to be a surplus charge for that color. So you guys be fully aware of that before arriving at your local Honda dealership. Now you're going to come stand with 2 key fobs and remote start. To use your remote start, all you have to do is hit lock, hold this button down here for a few seconds. You're going to see the lights going to flash here. It received it. Now once it starts right up, it's on, it's activated, the lights will flash again to let you know, hey, I fully started from there. It runs in 10-minute intervals. Okay, so let's say 10 minutes have passed, it automatically turns off or deactivates from there, and the doors will remain locked. So let's say 5 minutes have passed. I repeat that process. I need a little longer time. I'd simply hit lock. I'll hold this button down here for a few seconds. Lights flash. There we go. Once it receives it again, it starts the timer from that point. Now it runs for the going total of 15 minutes. You cannot do this a third time. So if you guys play your hand or your cards correctly, you can have this out there for almost 20 minutes for a remote start. Now to simply deactivate that, you can let the timer go, or you simply click and hold this button down here for a few seconds, then it shuts it right off, okay? Now we'll get down here, we have a 1.5 turbo 4-cylinder with a CVT transmission in there. I'm gonna throw horsepower and torque up there so you guys know what you're playing around with. Now, all of your Honda sensing features come standard. I'm talking about your lane keep assist, adaptive cruise, your forward collision and road departure, and traffic jam assist, standard. You get some cool other stuff's going to be in there too as well, like your traffic sign recognition system, finds the speed limit, throws it up there, rear seat reminder, and a little more. So it's pretty nice. Safety is pretty much his middle name for an entry level. Now, what else is nice to have is going to be your LED lights. That means your headlights, your daytime running lights, and then you're also going to have your tail lights, all going to be LEDs. Wipers going to be right underneath the hood line. We'll come right here off to the side. We're going to look at these alloyed rims. Get a little close shot here for you guys. Then we're going to take a step back to see a side profile of the vehicle. As we're back here, I'm going to throw some exterior measurements up there so you guys know how it compares to other cars out there in the market. You guys' current one, will it fit in the garage, stuff like that. Let us know down below in the comments. Now, as we're looking at the side profile view, you can see it's got body colored handles. You got a little chrome action right there above the windows. We have a body colored side mirror too as well. And then we have a shark fin antenna up there, body colored. Now, also with the LX on the entry level, you're going to have your smart entry system. So it's going to be nice with the key fob. You can lock and unlock. Then also, you're going to have your key fob in your hands. Well, sorry, it's in my hands now, but it can be in your purse, pocket, jacket. You can walk up with your hand and put your hand in the handle, and it unlocks it there for you too. And then you can simply keep the key fob in wherever it's stored at. You got these little ridges down here on the door. Put your thumb down on it, and it locks it all up. So I have to take it out of my pocket and hit the little lock button and stuff, okay? Now, we also have the walkway auto lock feature. So let's say if I get out of the car, I got the key fob with me, the car's off, I get 10 feet away, it senses that, boom, it locks all the doors so you don't have to second guess. Did I lock my doors? Did I not? You don't have to run out and grab the key and just double check. You just know, no key in the car, get away 10 feet, boom, doors are locked. Now, you cannot accidentally lock your keys in the car, okay? It's in the order how you do things. So let's say if I did, whoops, drop that bad boy in there, and then I always have a habit of hitting the lock button. As I get out of my old Accord, force of habit, I shut the door. The car registers the steps I've done these in that particular order. So it realizes, hey, Chris, you're crazy, and you're accidentally locking your keys in the car. So automatically unlocks, okay? Now, when the car's unlocked, as we come over to the gas tank's unlocked. So all you have to do is simply push that right in, pops right open. It's a capless gas tank, no longer cheap cap to worry about fixing or replacing from there. And then when the car's all locked, that's all locked, okay? Now we're gonna come here towards the back of the vehicle. Once again, you have those LED taillights. This makes a bold statement as you apply into the brakes for safety, of course. We got a little badge of honor going down over here. You got a cord right down there. We have a multi-angle rear camera. And then we have your trunk release on the fob. We'll also have one here on the trunk lid door, right down here. Okay, so let's see if I shut this all down and I grabbed it. Pretty nice and easy. Now here's all that legendary cargo space you're gonna find in the Accords. Carpet mats come standard. Let's just move these here quick for a second for you guys. Plenty of space as life happens. Challenge accepted. Load it up. Okay. Now down below, there it is. You're going to have a spare tire and some of those additional tools you may need for those unforeseen events. This bench seat will come down. You got the lever right here. So if you want to fold that down, you can. Let's see, you get the key fob in your jacket, throw it back here, or your gym bag, whatever the case is. I'm not judging. You throw it in the trunk. You cannot accidentally lock your keys in the trunk, okay? So nice job, Honda. Got a lot of insulation in here. It's going to help reduce that road noise there for the people in the back seat. Let's throw this right back in there. Here we are. Now, before we dive in, I'm going to throw some interior measurements up there so you guys know how much room is going to be in here for your friends, pet, cargo, whoever's brave enough to tag along with you guys. Boom! You got the space, okay? Now, as you guys are looking at that, as you see, we have just an armrest here, of course, with your power windows. There's some little cubby space down below for some storage. We're going to have a cloth interior. It's actually pretty nice, durable cloth. So when you guys out there, just kind of just make sure to pass your test. Armrest right here. Comes right down, a couple cup holders. So we're going to check here for the car seats. There we go. There we are. So, you know, for those that have those young whippersnappers in the back, you know where to anchor those down. Then it's also going to be right up here, so you can choose between all three seats. How do you want to accommodate for your little passengers? Then we have a courtesy pocket here, just on the front passenger seat. It won't be on the front driver's seat. And then all season mats don't come standard, but if you guys want these, you can get them through your Honda service center or your parts department. As you can see, they're very nice, durable. So a lot of people get these here. And the Midwest, nice high wall, easy to keep that clean in there. No reason to talk too much about all those mats. You guys know about all season mats. And then we'll open this up, driver's side door. Let's explore this a little bit here. So you got your power windows, you got your power locks, mirror selectors, the D-pad to adjust your mirror, then you got your window lock button, just in case any young whippersnappers in the back or misbehaved husbands like myself were playing around with the windows, you can lock us out now. And then we got some additional cubby space down below. We're gonna come right over here to the seat. It's gonna be a manual seat. It's gonna be a pump action. To raise it, you just gotta pump up. To lower, you gotta pump down. Reclines back there. And then you're gonna have your squeeze bar here, just like forward and back. Pedals to get A to B. Trunk release. Hood release. You know what? Let's show you guys some of those little things you may do underneath the hood for the common courtesy, okay? Let's get going. And here we are right under the hood, okay? So we already talked about the engines, a 1.5 turbo. We talked about all that good stuff. But let's talk about little things that you may do on your own. For example, the washer fluid's a nice blue cap, easy to find, simple to make sure to fill up as you need it. Dipstick's a bright orange, easy to find between day and night time. You got your oil cap right up here, coolant cap right down here. We'll come over here, battery connection, easily exposed, so you can get it in and out if you need to. We're about replacing it, jumping others, getting jumped. Then you get your brake fluid from there, okay? So yeah, those are gonna be the quick little simple PowerPoint things. Now for those who have the capabilities of working on their own car, I'm gonna do one more look over. Then for those that have more of those advanced common questions, contact your local Honda service center. I'm sure they'll be glad to assist you guys, okay? I'm a button guy, not a mechanically inclined guy. Nothing wrong with that. That's why you guys watching these videos, because I know the buttons. All right, let's jump up front. Here we are, right inside the Accord now. Simply have the key fob with you guys. It could be in your pocket, your purse, your jacket, or somewhere in the vehicle. From here, simply apply onto the brake pedal. Watch the button light up, hit that button, then watch the vehicle turn on. Now over here on the left-hand side of the steering wheel, you got your wheel release. Unlock that bad boy. You can pull this out. You can push it back in. You can pull it down. You can push it up. You guys get the point. Now to find what you like, then lock it right back in place. I'm going to roll down the window. I'm going to honk the horn in 3, 2, 1. Little beep. That's the horn right there for you guys. So pretty nice. Now as that's rolling up, we're going to be coming over here to the right-hand side of the steering wheel. That's going to be all of your Honda sensing features, okay? So the first one we're going to be talking about is going to be your lane keep assist and traffic jam assist. So that's going to be 2 features and one with the single button right here. So your traffic jam assist works between 25 to 45 miles an hour, while the lane keep assist is 45 to 90 miles an hour. That's going to be the feature what keeps you in the center of your lane as you're driving down the road. So as you're going, you go out of your lane a little bit, beep, beep, beep. It beeps at you. You can turn that on or off. Then it also brings you back and centers you too. You will not be going back and forth playing ping pong, okay? So it keeps you in the center of your lane very well. So to activate that, all you have to do is select this button right there. Then you get a matching icon right up there to let you know it's enabled. Now when it's actively working, when you're driving down the road, you'll see the green lines or lines right up here as you're driving, okay? So if you put the vehicle into drive, you're driving, you'll see some kind of way to indicate that it's actively working. Now we're going to back up over here again. We're going to be talking about your adaptive cruise and your cruise control from here. So it's going to be all in one with this button there. So as you select this button, you get a matching icon. And there it is. So that's going to be your adaptive cruise that keeps you at a distance with the car in front of you, or as you would word it, at sync with the driver in front of you. Now your standard cruise is going to look like this icon here. So a little speedometer arrow without the car. Your adaptive is going to be the one with the car, okay? Now to set your cruise control, you just toggle down on the little toggle switch. You can toggle up and down to adjust your speeds from there. And then to set the distance between you and the car in front of you is going to be this icon right there. So as I'm tapping that button, you can see those lines over there changing at 2 different points, there and there. Less lines mean they're going to be closer, more lines mean they're going to be further away. So for example, let's say we're going 50 miles an hour, the car in front of us is going 45. It finds the car in front of you, beeps it every time a car gets in and out of range. You can turn that off if you want to. I have a vehicle setting video. I'll show you guys how to do that. But anyways, it slows you down to maintain that distance. So you go from 50 to 45, maintain the distance. When they get out of the way, you resume back to your set cruise control speed. There we go. So that's going to be your safety features, pretty nice and easy. Now to switch between adaptive cruise and your standard cruise, it's this button again. It's not 7 tap, it's a click and hold. It doesn't take that long. It's literally just 2 seconds. So people could accidentally switch between them or, and engage whatever from that point. So there it is. Woo, that's your safety controls over there. Now we're going to have your wipers right over here. Going to be adjustable in min. Can we focus camera today? There we go. There we go. You can do adjustable in mittens. You got your headlights, so you can turn them off if you want to while you're idle there or in park. And then we got more of your media controls from that point. So you got your voice command, you got little wheel action. We're going to get to the wheel action here soon, volume, and then your media controls from there, okay? Now, I want to talk about a little bit about the low wheel action up here on the driver's interface here quick. So we're going to start on the right-hand side. All I'm going to be doing is going to be scrolling up and down to select items I'm going to be pushing in the wheel. So we'll start from right up here on the right-hand side. First thing that's going to pop up is going to be your vehicle settings. I have a video that's going to show you guys more about this stuff later on. So feel free to check out that video, okay? We're going to scroll down, group display settings. So you can change how you want your display to look. Speed distance, if you want to change from miles per hour, you can. We're going to keep it on the default. Then you can hide some of the stuff that you don't want to display up here, but we're going to keep everything enabled for that next person so they can decide what they want to do. Now I'm going to hit the back button. Fuel and range. So right now on a full tank of gas, we can go 328 miles before we go on empty. I know the question is going to be, Chris, why is your number different than mine? Well, this is based on the last 13 miles. This is all computer generated, okay? So if you've done 5,000 miles and you do a different kind of driving than I do, it will show a different numbers, all computer generated based on the X amount of miles you have driven the vehicle. All right? Now you're going to have a graph down here between 0 to 70. It's going to show you a lifetime fuel economy at the beginning and that time. So you can have a nice little visual coaching as you're going out there. Excuse me, guys. I'm kind of getting over a little cold or something, sinus or something going on. So that's if I sound a little different and sound like I'm struggling, that's the reason why. So bear with me. Now, when we have the wheel action again, once again, all we're going to do is going to tap in that wheel because down below you'll see you have a trip A and trip B. To reset that trip A or B, let's say if I want to reset B, I'd have to push in the wheel and hold, and then it allows me to reset that trip B, okay? So if you guys are big on those, now you know how to reset those. We'll scroll down again here. You got speed and time. So you guys want to do a little track stuff. There we go. Driver's attention monitoring system. The car knows the difference between you doing a bad job at driving and the wind blowing you guys around. So the car will do everything in its power when you're doing a really bad job at driving to encourage you to pull over and take a break, take a nap, sleep it off, guys. Now you got your seat belts right here. So there we go. You can see who's sitting where, not wearing a seatbelt, guilty. You can see the red X. If I plug in this one right now, there's going to be a little green section. Then I unbuckle it. So it's pretty nice and responsive. Maintenance. Safety supports. So if I push in the wheel right here, you can turn off your road departure, then your forward collision if you want to. But we'll keep that stuff on. If you deactivate all that stuff, this little green icon here with the car in the circle would change colors. So if everything's off, it's all grayed. If partial of it's off, and then that circle would be grayed out to let you guys know for a quick point of reference. You can adjust the brightness on this. And then you got your vehicle stability assist. If you want to turn that off, you can. And then we're back to vehicle settings, okay? Now we're going to come over here to this little wheel action. We're going to go up and down. This is going to be a quick little visual for you guys because I think you guys can put this together. But let's just do it anyways here. So you got FM radio, AM, USB, Bluetooth capabilities if something's paired. You got your little display action. Once again, you can choose what you want to show and what you want to hide. So everything's enabled. You can have the time and clock up there, so we'll keep that up there. We'll get to that in a second. And then back button. So there we go. So that's going to be controls. Now let's talk a little bit about the layout here quick. You got your gas tank over here. It's going to be the Hershey bars. So if there's a half tank of gas, guess what? Half of those bars are gone. It's not the little red light down here. You guys see we have 13 miles onto the vehicle. You got your speedometer and then a digital speedometer right up there. We're in econ mode. I can see that right now because of the green leaf. Now the green leaf is gone, no longer econ, just standard driving. You're gonna have your time right there, it's 5:22. You got a tachometer right up there for your conventional gas, you guys can see. Then you got your engine bay temp right over here, and it's 46 degrees, we're in park. So that's gonna be you guys' layout there, pretty nice and easy. All right, so we're going to back up here and look at where are the adjustable vents. So I got mine right here. I can choose what direction I want it to go, the vent itself. That's what those are for. So now it's open, now it's closed. We'll open that back up. This one's mine. This one we're going to argue about. And then that one's definitely yours because I can't reach it so easily, okay? So there's your vents, nice and easy. We're gonna come over to the touchscreen. It's gonna be a 7-inch touchscreen. You can pair up multiple phones. One will be set as a priority. So that priority phone is gonna be what receives the incoming calls and text messages and stuff like that. You got your radio option. So if I hit radio here, click and hold this bad boy down. There we go. All right, so radio. So if you hit radio, have FM and AM radio. To find a radio station that you like and love, just save it. You just click and hold this bad boy. So it saves that preset. I haven't found a way to delete those, just save over those. You can find radio stations by hitting the little tuner thing right here, or you can push that button in, and then you can scroll from this way, or you can use a little wheel action from there, okay? So that's going to be as radio stations, pretty nice and easy. You have a media control, so you don't have a CD player, but you do have a place to plug in, you know, flash drives if you want to. All right. Now you're going to have Bluetooth capabilities. You're going to have Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, so it's a simple plug and play. If I have an Apple phone, plug my phone in, boom, boom. Takes like your Apple CarPlay, Apple Maps, everything displays right up here on you guys' touchscreen while charging your device. Android Auto is the same concept. It's just you have to download Android Auto first, allow the permissions, then it's a plug and play right up there, okay? Menu. Just a quick little visual here for you guys. Not too much. A lot of people don't play around with this stuff. From that point, you just hit the back button, then you're back, okay? So now we're going to back up here, going to come down to the center console controls. You're going to have your climate. So if I have everything on here, there we go. I can see my temperature here. And then you can also see it right up there. Fan speed, right up there on the dial, right up top. So that's kind of nice. So as we're driving down the road, I don't have to bring my eyes all the way down here. I can just right here as I'm driving. All right, different modes, mode and mode. Yep, you guys guessed it, right there. So you got your air circulation, front defroster, rear defroster, AC on and off. We'll come down here. We have a couple USB-C plugins, a tray, cup holders, and then we come down to your different gearbox. So we obviously, you guys know about park. You got reverse. When you put the vehicle into reverse, your multi-angle camera automatically displays. So right now the first one selected is blue, so that's number 2 right here. That's gonna be more of a right behind you view. Then this could be a nice little 180 view. The little photos down below is going to show you how the camera acts. So this is great for the parking lot. As you can see, we have a car right over here parked next to us. I mean, I'm seeing that practically the whole front half. So that's pretty crazy. Versus the more right behind you view, the more the traditional view, then a straight down shot from your rear bumper. So this would be great when you're doing when you're backing up and see how close you're getting to a wall or parallel parking, stuff like that. And there we go. So of course then we have a neutral drive. We have an S mode, it's going to shorten up your gear ratio, and then we have a low gear drive. We have Econ. It's going to be this button. Econ's going to make it more fuel efficient. It's most effective for your highway driving because with the city doing stop and going, it's not as effective. All right, so you could keep it on for your city driving. It's just not as effective. It doesn't do any additional wear and tear. So you can see it's on because the green leaf down below is going to be sacrificing acceleration power, AC power, to give you better highway fuel economy from 2 to 4 more miles to gallon, depending on how aggressive you guys are driving. Now, this vehicle does have idle stop. I know there's a lot of people with mixed feelings about idle stop. So with idle stop, what that is every time you get to a complete stop, maybe like a drive-through, a stop sign, traffic light, and your car is just staying put idling for a second, at the engine's to temp, at the cabin's to temp, it has programs to protect itself. When you have your foot down on the brake, it sounds like it dies or it shuts off, okay? If it meets the requirements. Whole point of that is to be more, not fuel savings, it's more fuel emission awareness. And trying to cut that back, okay? So that technology has been out for a long time. It's just now the car companies are being forced to have it in there. So, but anyways, it's not that bad. It's simply when you take your foot off the brake, boom, the car starts right back up before you step onto the gas. But there's still some people out there that don't like it. So all you have to do is hit this button every time you get into the car. It shuts it off. I've also noticed every time I put it into S mode with my wife's CRV, it deactivates it right away too as well. Okay, and you can see that right up here, S mode, right? Boom, off. I put it in drive. Okay, so I got the idle stop right there. There we go, it's enabled. But anyways, just want to point that out to you guys. You have electrical parking brake, so as you push that bad boy down, put it in park, pull it up, so there we go. So when you pull that bad boy up, you can see it's on because the red light. Then you have a brake down below. Then when you put down on the brake pedal, push that in, it releases it. So foot has to be on the brake pedal, then you have to push that in. Because if you don't do that, let's say if I take my foot off the brake, I push that in, and it's going to remind you, hey, just in case anyone's in here messing with the car, that shouldn't be, young whippersnappers, kids. You have a brake hold button. I have a video to show you guys that more of the action. Armrest, pretty nice, big, pops right open, deep tray action going on down here. It looks like you have a 12-volt plug-in down below. So there we go. Glove box, is it big enough? Yes, it is. Adjustable mirror, map lights. You got your dome lights right over here. I keep it in the center, so if someone opens up the door, those come right up on. There we go. You got your emergency call, place for the sunglasses. Got a little light action in these visors. Fancy for an entry level. So there it is. Now what I'm going to do too as well for you guys, I'm going to put a trim walk sheet right up here so you guys can see what you're gaining from A to B and so on when you go from each level up, so you guys be fully aware of that, because I don't know the time frame when I'll have these other videos out there as these 24s are coming out to hit the lots, okay, from there. So thank you so much, guys. Sorry for me struggling with this video. Like I said, I'm just kind of recovering. I don't know what's going on with me today, but I know I had a small chance to get this video out there so you guys be fully aware. So thank you so much for bearing with me, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye.